that all these licenses, CC by SA, CC by NC, and CC by NCSA, all are known as free culture license, because it gives you all five freedoms, 5R. Okay, you can retain, you can reuse, you can revise, you can remix, and you can redistribute. However, the ND license, which is also a Creative Commons license, but it won't give you all five freedom. It gives only two freedom: to retain the content and as well as redistribute it. So it is highly discouraged to use this ND. However, as I said, this is very popular license mechanism for creation of OER for them in terms of the music. So if you look at the same thing, it is explained in this slide that what are the freedom associated with these licenses, and it has been evaluated based on the 4 parameters. First is the copy to publish, attribution required, commercial use, modify and adopt, and change the license. If you look at the public domain license, which is 0, if you look at, you won't require any attribution, because the work which copyright expires, it won't require any attribution. However, if you see the SA license, you can do whatever you want, but you could not change the license. If you look at CC by ND, then it won't allow to modify and adopt or alter the content. If you look at CC by NC, again, you cannot use the content for commercial use. And the next CC by NCSA means, NC means you could not use the content for commercial purpose, as well as share alike says that you could not change the license. Again, CC by NCND, CC by says that you required attribution to be given, and NC means you could not use that content for commercial purpose, and ND means you could not modify and adopt. So that is the beauty of this all characteristic of these all 6 license mechanism. The problem with these licenses, one thing is very challenging with the Creative Commons licenses, that all these licenses are not compatible to each other. And if these licenses are not compatible to each other, how could you use and remix the different resources which carries the different license mechanism? Because we have 6 type of Creative Commons license. So how we are going to remix? Suppose that I search over the web and I find that some of the resources which is available in CC by license, and some of the resources are available in the CC by NC license. So whether it can be combined. So for that, CC Creative Commons organization, they came out with a very good mechanism which is known as adapter chart. If you are adopting someone else's work, so which license you can give? So this is the adapter chart, and with the help of this adapter chart, you can choose the license mechanism for your own resource. Okay, if you are completely, it's a new work that the PPT just like you have created without taking any resource, then you can grant a license directly. But if you are adopting someone work, just like this is my PPT, and if you want to use it, you can use it without any restriction. You won't have to face any problem at all. Okay, because I have the resources that you are using, that is under the Creative Commons license. Just like this PPT I have created under CC BY license, it means you can use the content, even you can retain, you can revise, you can remix, you can reuse, redistribute without any restriction. Only condition that all CC license required attribution. You have to give credit to me. And how you can give credit? There is a mechanism provided for that. So if you look at here, this is the table. This is in the here you'll find the status of original work, and this is your license, that is known as adapter's license. So if it is a work under the public domain, you can choose any of the license. Okay. If the work under the BY license, it means you require attribution, and certainly you should not allow to put the work under the public domain, and if it is a buy license, you can choose any of the license. If it is NC license, you can choose only the license which are NC associated with it, means non-commercial purpose you can use it. If it is ND license, you know that ND won't allow to do anything. Okay, you can simply, you can retain and you can redistribute, so you could not adopt any of the license except CC by ND. Okay, because it won't let you to revise the content. SA license, if it is SA license, you have to give the same license, you could not change anything in that. And in ND you could not do any license, choose any license, and in SA you have to choose SA only. So this wizard you need to prepare. Creating a Creative Commons license is very simple. I'll demonstrate you how you can create and how you can use it. It is 4-step wizard. So it is a 3-step wizard by which you can create a license mechanism for your own resources. So licensing education resources and remixing is one of the very crucial tasks in Creative Commons. And if you look at um, the mechanism which has been provided here, it is very simple. It's a table which is known as adapter chart. If you look at table, you will able to remix the content in a easy way. Just like in all the symbol, it is written here. This is the CC BY, this is share alike license, this is CC BY NC license, this is CC BY ND license. And there is another license mechanism which can be used for some that is GNU GFDF license, and for PD it is like that. So I'm giving some of the example through which you will able to understand that how these remixing can be done using Creative Commons licenses. Just like C is a teacher, and C is basically creating a learning content SNM for her student, and she has used a table. She searched over the web on OER, and she found that a table is there which is licensed under CC BY license. And to support this table, there is a graph associated with it, and rather than creating graphs, she has used that graph, and that graph is under CC BY and NC. So these are the two type of different resources, and this is the clear case of license remixing. So what the final outcome, she has created a resource. Now how she can give a license to her resources. So in this case, being a OER professional, what would we recommend? Although she can choose any of the license mechanism provided, but she has to follow the adapters chart. In this adapter chart, you could see that first we have to see in this condition that how whether these licenses are compatible to each other or not. If you see that if something is labeled under the buy license, you can choose any of the license. So buy license is compatible with this license as per adapter chart, and she can choose CC BY NC. So she has chosen CC BY NC. Another example I am telling you about, and he is the Charles. Basically, he has created uh, learning content for his student, and he has used an image of dog. He is developing an OER based curriculum, and he has used an image of dog which is available under CC BY SA license. SA license says that you could not change the license. You have to use only the identical license. And to support some of the exercise, he has used a set of exercises, and which was available under CC BY NC license. So whether he can use this license, CC BY NCSA, is it right? If you look at the adapter chart, it is not right, because CC BY SA can't be combined with CC BY NC, because SA license says that you have to use the say identical license. So in order to combine this license with this, it must have, this license must have CC BY and SA. Then we can able to combine and we can write this license. But you already know in the last example that if it is CC BY SA license, CC BY license. BY license can be combined with this license, but this image of dog is not available under BY license. So he has changed the image of dog here. You will see, and that was available under the BY license, and now the BY license can be combined with this, and he can use CC BY NC, and even he can use SA as well. It is freedom of users. Okay, so now I am coming to the hands-on experience. Time is very limited because we have already delayed, and again 10 minutes was lost due to network connectivity. I'm going to tell you that clear mechanism that how we can use it. Okay, so how we can use it? So attributing creating common licenses are very easy, and you must have to remember the four aspects, that is title, author, source, and license. So for creating any type of creative common license, you must have to remember this title, author, source, and license. Okay, if you know these four things, you will able to generate a very good license mechanism. And there are a lot of portals, a lot of tools have been developed to create a creative commons license. Just like you can use a creative commons site, just like creative commons.org site. You can also use the open attribution builder sites. There is another site of open attribute through which you can develop a creative common licenses. Flickr is there. If you go in Flickr and Creative Commons, you'll find that they have categorized all these images license wise. And there is another portal, another platform, another tool has been emerged that is known as OER's Common, through which you can license a resource. Finding creative common license materials are very easy, and for that Google has developed a lot of tools. So Google advanced search mechanism, you can go through the Google, even Google image search is there. Through that you can search the creative commons images. YouTube, you can go to the YouTube, you can filter over the creative common license, and you will find that all the images, all the videos which is creative common license are available. It means that is OER. You have freedom to revise, retain, redistribute, remix, and revise. And there is another tool which has been developed by that is TNI, that is reverse image search, through which you can also search that the particular image or copyrighted, or it is creative common license. CC mixer is there, which is used for using musical items. And creative commons site also gives you a lot of freedom to search the resources. Again, I'm going to the point because time is very limited. So I'm going to demonstrate you that how you can search and adopt the resources. Okay, so for that you won't have to do anything. Simply you have to go to the Creative Commons sites and search Creative Commons. Okay, so this is the portal for Creative Commons. Okay, here you'll find all the content, all the mechanism associated with the Creative Commons and how it has been developed. And even you can the part of this global network by joining their community. I'm the part of global network of Creative Commons. So how you can generate the license, that is the first aspect I'm telling about. So here you have to click on share your work. Okay, so there is three option wizard. First, choosing the features, then optional information, that get license mechanism. Go to that option, then it will ask three-layer wizard, and according to your selection the license will be changed here. Okay, the first thing that it will ask that you want to share your work. Generally it has been Creative Commons OER, the purpose is to share your work. So let's have to share your work. So this is by license is already generated. If you want that, yes, I want to share the work for for share alike, means identical term, means If someone want to use my work, they could not change the license. They have to share that content in original license mechanism. So it has changed. It will ask whether you allow commercial usage of work. If you say that yes, so anybody can use your work even commercially. If I say that it won't allow you to use the work commercially, so if you say the non-commercial symbol has been abused, then you have to click this part. Okay, and it is optional. Here you have to give the title of the resource, just like I'm giving open educational sources. Okay, here you have to give, I'm giving my name, and here if the work has been uploaded somewhere, you can give URL as well. I'm giving any URL. If it is on slide here, you can give any URL if it is exit. I'm giving any of the URLs, and you see that license has been generated here. Simply you have to copy and paste the work where it is, just like uh, this is the PPT I have created. Okay, and just paste it, just like this has a, it carries a different title. So I'm going to change the same thing. Okay, it looks professional and you are granting license in advance. So I'm changing the title, just like this is my PPT I have created. Find, adopt, and adapt an open education resources. It has changed, and just copy it, and you can grant license in advance. Okay, just paste it. Okay. So you see how it has been worked, and now seeing it looks professional. If you look at this PPT, you will able to, anyone can able to understand that what are the right associated with it. Just like it has the common code. Okay, if you look at here, okay, you'll find that the symbol is CC by NCSA. That my work is available under CC by NCSA means I have to give credit to original creator. If you are using my work, you have to give the original creator like me. NC means you have to use that work for commercial purpose. This is the human code. And SA means you have to share your work under the same condition that you have to ask share your work in CC by NCSA. So you see it's a human readable code. But if you want to know the legal code, just click on this. You want to, if you're not clear that what are the right associated with it and what are the freedom associated with, just click on that. I clicked on that link. Okay, what it has written, it is the legal code. And what legal code says that you are free to content, you are free to remix and revise the content, but there are certain conditions. You have to give attribution to me, or you have to use the content for non as it is, and you have to also share your work under the same license. You see, after clicking once to this resource, now I am able to know the rights associated with the content. It is nowhere, no mechanism exists which can tell you that what are the rights associated with some of the resource. Just like this PPT I have created and I have built a license, I am granting license in advance to the people who are going to use it. So this is the one of the wonderful mechanism has been developed, and through that you can generate a license mechanism. And it looks professional. It's not like that 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 if you are using any resource, just like PPT, if I'm not giving the license, it means that I am not aware about this open educational resources concept or a copyright concept. Most of the people, they give copyright concept, but copyright, it's okay, copyright works But if it is a copyright material, you could not share, and nobody, it prohibit for unauthorized use and redistribution. Even nobody can redistribute, and they can say that it is their own PPT. But if this PPT is available under Creative Commons license, it has several freedom. Means you have freedom to retain, you can revise, remix, you can say that it's your publication, but only thing that you have to give credit to me, the way I'm going to tell you that how you can cite a source. Okay, so this is way it works. Okay, so it's the same thing that whenever you want, just like if uh, you are copying this works from somewhere, you have to mention source work you are. That's it. Just like if I am uploaded here, okay, so I can mention that this is available and in xyz dot. Okay, so what will be mentioned, you have to simply mention the thing. Now what will happen if you are presenting, suppose that you have taken my slide, so what will happen, just I'm making it duplicate slide. What will happen here, simply paste it, and now the license mechanism would be different. Okay, license mechanism would be different. Here it is says that, now if you make it full screen, what it says, that this is the license and this is based on the work which was in xyz.com. So this way it works. You can use my PPT, you can revise, remix, retain, whatever you want, but you have to give a clear license mechanism. Okay, so this way it works. Clear? And you are granting your resource in license in advance, and that is the beauty of this license. Okay, so finding resources are very easy, and for that, because time is very limited, I'm completing in just in 5 minutes. So go to the, I'm telling you the wonderful mechanism in Creative Commons page itself. It has the option to search the CC images. It's not search only the images, it search everything. Okay, here you can search the images, you can search the audio, you can search the video, you can search the YouTube, you can search everything you want. Okay, but how to give, just like in earlier way we were giving, just like I'm searching an image like Google image. So I search Google image, I want some of resource on open education resources. Okay, it went to a particular site. Here it appears all the images. What you need to do, you have to check here, it has been all the images. Just go to the tools here, usage right, and Creative Commons license. It will appear only those images which carries the Creative Commons license. Okay, if you search Google directly, just like I'm searching open education resource, it gives plenty of images, and all the images are not Creative Commons license based mechanism. All images are not, most of the images are copyrighted. In generally what we do whenever we write any research paper or book or any dissertation or anything, we generally copy any image that is that found suitable for us or that looks attractive for us. But it's not like that. Most of the images, if you look at here, it is the copyright images. So one should not do copy any image. You can use, go to the tools, usage right, and then click on Creative Commons license. For all the images, it changes the license. It gives only those images which are available under commons. Okay, so this way it works. Just like if I want, I like this image very much. So you can see that what are the license mechanism associated with it. If you go to this image, just like this license, I like very much to put in the front page of my PPT. I can use this image, and you will see that what are the license mechanism, which is CC by 0. Okay, so this can be used. It is an open education resource, and you can use this image for different purpose. You won't take any required any permission, because this image is available under CC0. Somebody has made under the public domain, so you won't require any permission. You can say that it's your image. So this is the way it can be worked. Okay. And somebody has created a very good image. You can see that we are in the time of pandemic, and you can use this image for different purpose. Okay, clear? So this way it works. Okay, so just like if I want to use some of the images, okay, on a Creative Commons site itself, then you can use OpenVerse. Here you can search OpenVerse. Time is very limited, that's why I'm not elaborate. Just like I want to use this image. Okay, now how? So generally what we were doing, we were copying this image, and just like I want to use this under the, let me new slide, and what earlier we were doing, just like what we were doing, we were directly copying and pasting. And if somebody was want to give a source, what we were doing, simply we copy the references and we give like this. Okay, for writing anything, we generally, if somebody want to give like source and like this, is it right way to give citation references? No, it is totally illegal to do that. You could not use any images without taking permission. Okay, so what we did, I have filtered those images. Okay, and then this is the unprofessional way, and it is illegal way to give the, so because you have not taken permission. So what is the promising solution? You can use the open education resources. And how to give citation? The citation mechanism is very simple. Here you can just simply, you can copy and you can paste it. Now you can see this is the wrong way of citation, this is the right way of citation. And by clicking, it is in TASL format. This is title, this is the author, this is the source, which is linked with the Flickr. If I click on that, I can go, that is the source. If I click on that, you see who is the original creator and what is the license mechanism. You will see that this image is uploaded on this, and it is available under Creative Commons CC by SA license. So you see what is the beauty by clicking the resource itself. So it is in format of title, author, source, and locator. And this was the wrong citation mechanism that we were providing to image, and this is the right way of giving. So whenever you write a research paper and a thesis or dissertation or any other, or a book, always try to use the OER and give the citation in the mechanism I have discussed here. So time is already 1:30. So I'm concluding here. So I have discussed so far the what is the way go through the Creative Commons sites and go through the Creative Commons search. It has a wonderful mechanism to search, to find the OERs, to adapt an OER, and to adopt an OER for educational settings. So once again, thank you so much for the invitation, and I'm thankful for organizers for giving me opportunity to share my experiences. Uh, Thank you all the participants who have listened. If you have any question, anything to say, you are you are welcome to ask.
Anybody has questions? Any questions? Thank you, sir, for your enlightening talk. Thank you for the basic and detailed explanation of OER, different types of licensing of OER, and different legal issues regarding OER. Thank you, sir. Anybody has questions?
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for listening. If you have any question, you can even write to me. Okay, I'll happy to answer your queries. Thank you once again for the invitation and for the listening. Thank you.